In this video, we'll talk about the benefits of an ecosystem. Lakshadweep's coral reefs, one of the most important ecosystems, have halved in just 24 years. These colorful underwater cities are vanishing fast. And this isn't just about losing pretty corals, it's about losing protection. You see, these coral reefs, they are like the invisible shields. They break the force of waves before they hit the shore, which means as the reef weakens, the waves grow bolder, increasing the chances of coastal floods. And needless to say, this is terrifying for people living right by the sea. And that's not all. The whole island depends on those reefs, literally. The sand and the land of Lakshadweep are made from bits of coral and shells. So when the reef dies, the island itself starts to crumble. The fish that hide and breed in those reefs, they lose their homes. That means fewer fish for people to catch and eat. And for many families, that's their main income. And even the tourists, the ones who come to snorkel, dive and see those bright coral gardens, might stop coming. The economy takes a hit and everyone feels the loss of something magical. So when a reef disappears, it's not just sea animals that suffer. It's people, islands and entire communities. It's nature's way of reminding us that every ecosystem benefits us in ways we don't even notice. And thus, it's incredibly important that we protect these ecosystems. But the unfortunate truth is that day in and day out, knowingly and unknowingly, we are performing activities that harm our ecosystems. Some of these activities include deforestation, overuse of natural resources, unsustainable farming methods, and pollution of forests, coastal areas, grasslands, rivers, so on and so forth. So, what's the best that we can do to protect our ecosystems from the effect of these activities? We can protect our ecosystems through national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, and biosphere reserves. These aren't just tourist spots, they are safe zones for entire habitats, from rare plants to endangered animals. But we can also create small ecosystems of our own, right? Think about a kitchen garden at home. Some tomatoes, coriander, chilies in your backyard. These plants clean the air by taking in carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. They also attract friendly visitors, bees and butterflies that help with pollination. Down below, you can add a few earthworms. These little creatures keep the soil loose and airy so that roots can breathe. Then you can collect fallen leaves and flowers, let them rot into a compost and add it to the soil. Compost acts like food for your plants, making the soil rich and full of nutrients. Bit by bit, you have built yourself a self-sustaining ecosystem. And on top of that, you get fresh veggies for lunch and are able to enjoy a warm cup of tea amidst the beautiful greenery. Another thing for us to do is to adopt sustainable farming practices. Humans have been growing food for thousands of years. But as the population grew, so did our dependence on our farms. And between 1950 to 1965, India faced a serious food crisis. There wasn't just enough grain. To solve it, scientists introduced machines, high-yield seeds, fertilizers and pesticides. This period was called the Green Revolution and it saved millions from hunger. But over time, some of these methods became harmful to the land. Overuse of chemical fertilizers killed friendly soil microbes and reduced humus. Humus is the dark, spongy top layer of soil that keeps it fertile and prevents erosion. Without humus, soil becomes weak and is easily blown or eroded away. So what can we do? Farmers can use organic fertilizers made from compost, cow dung or plant waste instead of chemical ones. Or they can use biofertilizers, friendly bacteria like rhizobium that live near plant roots and naturally add nitrogen to the soil. The next problem is that overusing chemical pesticides also creates super pests that become resistant over time. So instead, we can use biopesticides. Natural pest controllers like Bacillus thuringiensis or even simple things like neem oil or canola oil. Also, modern farming often involves heavy irrigation and repeated plowing. That disturbs soil organisms like earthworms and snails. They are the tiny gardeners of the earth who keep it airy and healthy. To protect them, some farmers loosen only the upper soil layer to plant new seeds instead of digging the whole field. This is called as low-till farming, and it keeps the organisms in the deeper soil layers safe and active. And to save water, farmers use a system where water drips slowly through the pipes directly to the roots, drop by drop, instead of flooding the whole field. This is called as drip irrigation, and it saves up to half the water and keeps the soil moisture balanced. Apart from these, there is another problem too. You see, farming is a commercial practice, meaning the farm produce is sold to meet the needs of the population. And because of these, farmers tend to grow only one kind of crop in a particular field year after year. Say only rice or only wheat. We call this a monoculture. And monocultures are preferred as it makes farming easy to manage. Machines can be used efficiently and it brings in the quick money. But the problem with monoculture is that the same crop keeps using up the same nutrients from the soil, making it poorer every season. It also attracts the same pests again and again, increasing pesticide use. So what's the fix? Farmers can grow different crops in rotation. Say rice with leguminous plants. Rice drains the soil of nitrogen while leguminous plants restore it. Such a practice is called crop rotation. And that's the heart of it all, isn't it? When we replace harmful habits with sustainable ones, not just in farming but in the way we live, build and use our resources, we give nature a chance to heal. Because every time we protect an ecosystem, we are really protecting ourselves, our food, our air, our water and our future.